Hey guys, it's your boy Arj, and if you've been following the blow up of the channel recently, you would know I've been delving into a number of your own theories deeper, including Goku becoming an angel and Vegeta becoming a god of destruction. But we now have the actual spoilers for the two final episodes of Dragon Ball Super, and you really won't believe this, but it's amazing news. But before we begin guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button right now to enter our PS4 Pro giveaway with a copy of Dragon Ball FighterZ, all sponsored by Bandai Namco, so show your support and join the gang today. But moving on, straight from Herms98 we have the translation for episode 130. Dragon Ball Super episode 130, an unprecedented super showdown, the ultimate survival battle, March 18th. A minute and a half remain in the Tournament of Power. Son Goku has had the upper hand battling Jiren, but then Jiren then concentrates and finally gets serious. Surrounded by red aura, he dashes fiercely and fires a ki blast at Goku at point blank range. Goku is totally blown away. From the spectator seats, Krillin and Master Roshi are worried, but pretty standard stuff. But then we get the final episode of Dragon Ball Super. Get ready for this. Episode 131. A miraculous conclusion. Farewell Goku until we meet again. March 25th. Son Goku has fallen from the arena. It seems like Universe 7 has lost and everyone will be annihilated. But having broken through his limits, Goku and Jiren stare at the Omni Kings as if the match is not over yet. And then, a death beam hits Jiren's back. A bruised and battered Universe 7 team member is standing there. Frieza. Guys, I know there's a lot of obvious things to point out here, but you guys who've been following me know I always think outside of the box. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is complete confirmation that Dragon Ball Super will not be ending forever and will return 100% now after the movie. The very fact Goku has lost has confirmed this, considering no shonen anime in the history of mankind has ended with the protagonist a loser. And this is backed up by the fact the very person who remains to presumably win the tournament will be Frieza, a villain who has not changed at all and is still as evil now as the day he was first introduced in Z. And this leaves some serious repercussions and questions surrounding the end of Dragon Ball Super. Now that we know Goku will lose, actually confirmed to have fallen out of the arena, there are only two possibilities that remain for the end of the Tournament of Power saga, and they are all bad. Number one is that, as the spoilers seem to be suggesting, Frieza, the main villain of the Dragon Ball series, will somehow be able to defeat a presumably weakened Jiren, taking out the extreme anger he had for Jiren and absolutely destroying him, leaving ultimately Universe 7 safe, but the Super Dragon Balls and the power to do literally anything in the hands of Frieza, thus leaving Dragon Ball on one of the scariest cliffhangers of all time. Or there's scenario 2. Jiren, just as you would expect, annihilates Frieza no matter how weakened he is. After all, Frieza is also bruised and battered himself, as the synopsis suggests, having taken poundings from both Jiren and Toppo in the past, thus truly eliminating Universe 7. Now, Jiren has said he has a wish of his own. The Super Dragon Balls can only grant one wish, and it will be Jiren who decides what wish he takes, which is highly speculated to surround around finding the being who killed his entire family and village. Or Jiren will decide to restore each and every universe. Now yes, it isn't out of the question that Jiren, being a Pride Trooper, would decide to restore everyone, but that will, as I said, leave Goku as ultimately a loser, and that is just not the way of Dragon Ball, as we all know. In both of these scenarios there is a cliffhanger. In both of these scenarios Goku has been second best and there is a new greater obstacle to overcome that must be answered. Either Frieza becomes the strongest and most evil force in the universe potentially wishing to take Zeno-sama's place, or Goku will be left knowing a rematch between him and Jiren is pending, as he comes face to face finally with a foe that he could not overcome even after 2 transformations within the span of minutes. My god, have these previews made me happy and so very confident in the future of Dragon Ball Super, and I hope you guys are just as mad, happy and excited to see what will happen in the future. As always, I will be here hand on hand to give you the alternative information outside of the bog standard obvious that other YouTubers will say. I will most likely have an even deeper and greater analysis of these spoilers out later today, so stay tuned and let me know down below in the comments exactly what you think is going to go down in the final episode of Dragon Ball Super. Scenario A or Scenario B? How confident are you now that Dragon Ball Super will carry on? Sound off below, but before you guys go, don't forget to smash that subscribe button to enter our PS4 Pro giveaway with a free copy of Dragon Ball FighterZ, all sponsored by Bandai Namco. One click and it's for free, so join the gang today. Until next video guys, cheers.